Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. Well, it's mostly Twitter this time, but it's stupid. I just became aware of this today, and it's absurd to say the least. Let's read. Scholar Kyle Keegan, in his book on the Wachowskis Sensing Transgender, talks about how the Matrix visual aesthetics teach audiences what it might feel like to live in more than one body. Look at the bullet time, a technique to split time, or as Keegan puts it, bullet time gives the sensation of two temporalities at once, an effect resonant with the experience of gender transition and its multiple embodiments across time. Say the fuck what now? What the fuck did I actually just read? A bullet time is an explanation or an analogy or for transgender experience, and the Matrix apparently it's not. They are now trying to say that, including the Wachowskis, that Matrix was an allegory for transgender issues. Are you shitting me? Are you doing the J.K. Rowling technique where you actually go backwards and rewrite stuff just to be on the forefront of the current social issues? This is kind of like going back in history. No. I think a better example should be said. Going back to Tolkien's work, let's say Lord of the Rings, and then say that this is an allegory of how Black Lives Matter, and the black people are suffering under the white people. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Or let's see a more contemporary work, Angels and Demons from Dan Brown, like saying that the story behind it and everything is an allegory to how transgender people go through life and they suffer persecution from the church, or in this case, the white supremacists. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you people this dumb to actually believe and say those things? Good God. I keep seeing here the gift on my... the GIF? You're not gonna get me. The shown here of Neo dodging bullets. And my fucking God, dude, this is not even come close to even be anything referencing transgender. It just means that the guy was bending time or knowing exactly what the computer simulation was doing, and he managed to change the code and then create a bullet time effect. In fact, in the movie itself, it was a special effect that was new at the time, and it was great. There's nothing else to this. There's nothing more. But people are actually with... There are things that just goes up to your brain and you keep wondering what the fuck is going on in these people's brains. And and then you face things like this and you wonder, what in the actual fuck is wrong with their brains? You keep wondering, why do they need to make everything about transgenders now, or about black people? Like when J.K. Rowling said, "No, Hermione, it's not white. She's actually black." Even though she actually wrote her as a white girl and then a white woman based on her age, And no, you actually have to go back and change it because, well, it's the woke thing to do. In fact, when you write a book, especially in the Western world, or when you're showing a story that happens in the Western world, the default character is actually referencing as white. Unless you're writing a book where you are set in Africa or showing a historic condition in somewhere in Asia, in China or Japan, then the default, you don't actually need to write the race of the character, when the default in this case is actually Asian looking or African. That's based on the story, the culture, and the location of the story. For instance, if you write a book based in somewhere in Latin America and it's based on, say, for instance, way back before the European discovery of the continent, you will expect for the person to look a bit slightly Asian, or in this case, a bit native on the situation, especially when you're describing Mayans, Aztecs, or Incans. That's what you're going to expect. You don't actually need to write the race of the person on the character. That's what you'll expect to look like when you read the book. And that's true for today's world. That's exactly what happened. And you'll expect Hermione, for instance, to be white. But then again, you go back to the author goes back in time, or in this case tries to rewrite one of the characters so she fits the woke narrative. And then suddenly the character, oh, it's black. And that's precisely what they're doing now on movies. Going back in time, rewriting the characters or the story itself and say, no, this time it means it's a transgender issue, it's a transgender movie. It's going just too woke. It's actually absurd the level of stupidity people actually go through to justify their wokeness. And in fact, it also got attacked by other people, and I assume Kat here is transgender due to the flag. And even she said it herself. They couldn't have left it as a great movie created by trans people. Exactly, I 100% agree with this message. It should have left it as a great movie created by trans people. That's it. That's what it should have been. It had to be turned into a farce where bullet time represents 2 points in time coming together something gender. You make trans people sound insane. That's exactly what this is, Netflix. That is exactly what Kill Kieran is trying to do. It's trying to make transgender people sound insane. Bullet time was cutting edge visual effects, not this. Absolutely 100% agree with her. No questions about it. That's it. That's it. Bullet time is literally just showing the perception of time to better see the trajectory of bullets. What you've said is bullshit. Absolutely 100% agree. I 100% agree with these people here. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? There's nothing beyond just showing the fact. Just showing you Neo actually changing the code, etc. on the fly in Matrix to slow down or make himself fast and just give the perception that he's actually going way too fast on the bullets and show the bullets on the screen. That gives us the sensation that, the representation that Neo is dodging the bullets. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing less. But nope. They actually needed to go back and change things. The wokeness. I feel like the Matrix 4 movie is going to be a woke piece of shit. I don't even want to think about it. It's going to be Ghostbusters 2016 all over again, isn't it? Just say it to me. Just lay it out and tell me. Just rip it out like a band-aid and just rip it and be done with it. Oh god, it's gonna hurt. They couldn't have just left it like a trilogy, a great trilogy directed by trans people and be done. Like Kat said, great movie created by trans people. Done. No, they need to do more. Especially when you have Netflix, Black Lives Matter. Black Stories Matter follow. No, they need to go woke. They need to do it. Oh, shit. Fuck me. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Good night.